Hi Aries, welcome to Spiritualista. This is your weekly energy forecast from the 20th until the 26th of October. And this is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with everybody, but however, if you'd like a personalized deep dive reading, the link to my Etsy shop is below. Now, let's see what the universe has in store for you guys this week. So let me just do a little pre-shuffle here. So please tap into Aries. All right. Aries energy from the 20th until the 26th of October. Let's see what we have today for you guys. Are you excited about this week? Let me know in the comments what you have been up to lately, and also if the readings have been resonating with you lately, because this is still quite a small channel. So as usual, in the beginning of the YouTube journey, there's not a lot of comments going on, so it's really hard for me to discern whether you're enjoying these readings or not. So I would really appreciate it if you guys could let me know if you have watched my videos previously, or if this one resonates with you, so that I know that you're enjoying the content. And there we go. Ooh, oh, spicy. Okay, so we got the Ten of Swords as your present moment card. So there's a little bit of a struggle there. That's a rock bottom energy for you guys that you've been going through or are currently going through right now. And okay, so we have the Seven of Pentacles as your crossing. So this means your challenge for this week. And I'm gonna go through the cards, what they all mean. And let's see, so this is the Seven of Swords. That's what's on the top of your mind. And then we have your subconscious mind, which is represented by the Ace of Pentacles. And in your recent past, oh, nice, okay. Ten of Cups. Good, beautiful. Okay, so it's not all bad. I mean, there are some good things happening there. Wonder what that, what is the Ten of Swords about? It could be about a connection. Okay, so we have the Emperor here in your near future. I always say that, very Aries, this card. And then we have the King of Swords here in your suggested approach or advice from the universe. And then we have your surrounding energies with the Queen of Wands, also a very fiery card. And in your hopes and fears, we have the Death card. So someone is a little bit scared of transformation. And I think this is exactly what you're going through right now, especially with the Ten of Swords there. All right, and then your potential future with the Queen of Pentacles. So good. Okay, so we have a double Queen energy there. And we have the Emperor and we have the King of Swords there. So wow, very dominant energy. Good, very alpha. All right, and we have the Ace of Wands, another fire card, as the bottom of the deck energy. So this is a curious one, Aries. Okay. All right, let's tune into this, and I'm going to show you the cards top down and explain them one by one what they all mean, so we can get a full picture of what your next week is going to be like. So stay tuned. So Aries, let's talk about this here first. So this is what I mean. This is a Ten of Swords. This is the crisis that I feel that you're going through right now. It's pretty intense. It's pretty intense, this card. I feel that there is a story here. It's all connected, these three. I'm going to start with the middle one here because that's the present moment. That's the past. This is the near future here. So this is an ending of sorts. This is something that was quite painful for you and is still being quite painful for you here. So I'm sensing that this is a relationship, especially here with the Ten of Cups in the recent past. It could be a family member, it could be someone that you disconnected from, someone that you lost a little bit of contact with, or oh, that's my that's my cat yawning. He always makes a sound when he yawns. So either a little bit of contact with, or just no contact at all with this person. And that was just the chapter sort of closing. And in this rock bottom situation, I'm not sensing that it had to be something that happened with the individual either. Like it wasn't a big argument, right, where you have been arguing for a long time and you suddenly decide to disconnect. Of course, it could be that. It could be as easy as one of you perhaps moving, right, and then going off to different countries. You've been together for a long time and now suddenly they're gone, and it's a distance thing, and you're very used to having that person around you, and now they're not there anymore, and the contact is sort of not happening, I feel, on both ends as you would want it to be here. So it feels like something that it has been a drastic change in a connection here. And of course, it could be betrayal as well. It could be, it feels to me like this is something that has been exhausting you for a long time. That's the thing. It's been exhausting you for a long time. It had to collapse. You had to be in this place now where you are, or this person had to be in the place where they are, but it had to end. It had to end. That's the thing. And now you're feeling extremely disappointed. You're feeling like you've been pushed to your absolute limit here. And I feel that it is a quite brutal energy for you to sit in right now. And it is, it's quite painful. And likely you miss this connection a lot, you miss this person. You're thinking back to this past here, to this Ten of Cups here, and you're missing being in that energy. At the same time, you feel like now you have to do this, now you have to be in this new place in your life where you're not really allowed to go back to the situation. It's been closed. And now, yeah, that's the rock bottom for you. You feel like you don't have any, there's no further to fall here. You know, you can only get up, which is good. That's the good thing about this card here, because it's sort of the eye of the tornado. Like it's the epicenter of that storm. And that's going to leave you feeling really drained, defeated. But also that's the reset point for you, where you can start renewing yourself and where you can start discovering what this new chapter is about, what you're supposed to learn from this new place that you're at right now, right? Which we're going to get to here with the Emperor too. And then we have to talk about this too. So this is Seven of Pentacles. This is a crossing card. So that's your challenge for this week. It's a card all about patience, and it's a card about assessment, right? So I feel that after this situation, especially, you have this incredible need, like this urge to just rebuild very, very quickly. You just want to get it done. You want to get back on track like immediately with like really fast results here. And so you're sort of pushing it now. And this card is just challenging that, right? It's asking you to, not have that resistance where you have to force things to happen, right? Rather, you're being encouraged to just step back and evaluate what you're doing and what you've been planning so far. If it's worth it, right? If it should be there, if you should be in this new situation, if it's worth going back there, right? If it's giving you what you wanted, if it's giving you the harvest that you wanted, right? Giving you what you hoped for. So it's a card like all about making really wise investments in your future. Like investments of your time, investments of, your energy in general, your heart, like where are you allocating right now your resources? Is that good? Is that a good place for you to be doing that? Right? Is that aligned with you? So it's asking you that. It's asking you to be patient with yourself, but ask those questions and be sure to be aligned and to align your efforts with what is actually like really worth the wait here, because otherwise you're going to risk pouring yourself into a situation that's not going to nourish you here. So that's important for you to do. Right? Like I'm going to give a very specific example that's going to apply to like extremely few people here. But say, for example, that you left your country, right? And then your family is still in your home country and you left to another place in order to work there. And now you're not really satisfied with working at that new place. And you really miss your family, but at the same time, you feel like work is quite busy for you. Maybe the internet connection is quite bad at this new place where you're at, so you're not communicating so much with them, right? You've been sort of disconnected, like forcefully through circumstances here. And now you're sort of wondering if this is the right path or if you should go back. But maybe you left your things. Maybe you sold your house. Maybe, you sold your car. You sort of closed that chapter of that country, and now you decided to go all into this new place and invest in that. And while you're there, you're sort of regretting that decision and you want to go back. That's the energy. That's going to be extremely specific, but that is the energy. So if that resonates, or if there's a similar example, that's what I'm getting from that. So make sure to really go within yourself and analyze if that's the case. If not, perhaps the door is still open for you to go back to that situation there, the Ten of Cups. So yeah, just make sure to assess that. That's what it's asking from you. That's what you're having a really hard time with, which is why it's crossing. So, and okay, so we have the crowning with the Seven of Swords there. That's what's on the top of your mind. So It's showing me that your mind is really, really busy with strategy right now. And there are a few questions in regards to honesty here. And I feel like you're navigating a situation where you're not really sure if you can be fully open with someone, and where you maybe like you're worried about if other people are being straightforward with you or if they're admitting things from you here. So I'm getting quite a bit of like secrecy energy here, where I feel that you might have a need to protect yourself. You feel like you have to protect yourself right now. And that's just you trying to move really carefully throughout life here and avoid giving away too much too quickly to someone here. So there's that. It's an interesting energy there. And it's also just reminding you to check in with yourself and check in with your own motives, your own tactics, right? Again, if you are aligned, but not just aligned with your purpose, but also aligned with your integrity here. Because this could be you, right? So yeah, are you being truthful? Are you admitting? Do you feel that there is danger in telling the truth to someone right now? Like, are you doing that because you're scared? Maybe you are in this new situation, you're having to sort of play a role there, pretend to be someone else there in order to appease the situation, and which is why you probably miss your old life here as well. So there's something shady going on with that card. There's something weird. And I feel like it's a lot to do with survival. It's like a survival mode energy where you're having to do it because you're scared of what's going to happen if you don't. So yeah, and I feel like it's going both ways here. So it's not just you, but there's other people involved in this emission energy here. So that's what's crowning you. That's what's in your mental space, and it tells me that you're being really cautious right now, and quite like, even though your mind is still sharp, it is a swords element. Like you're quite calculating right now as a person. So that's, for better or worse. That's what's going on for you here. And then we have a foundation here. So Ace of Pentacles again, which is why I was thinking of the example of a new job or relocation here, because that's a new thing, right? That's an ace. That's a fresh beginning for you. That's a solid beginning. It's a material thing, right? With the pentacles there. So I feel that this is your drive. Like you do have this drive underneath everything at a soul level here to just move towards something that is more secure and tangible for you. And those ideas are going to start feeling very, very promising, right? So this is something that you're considering as an opportunity for your growth. I feel like you might have been, while you were in this past here, you might have been feeling quite stuck, not knowing if your purpose was indeed being fulfilled. So you wanted to experiment and try something entirely different here, which is why the Ace of Pentacles is here, where, yeah, it was an opportunity that came up. Could be your career, could be your health. This could also be a relationship card. Like it could be any sort of either an emotional opportunity or a material stability opportunity here. So but the foundation here is hopeful, right? Because like beneath this exhaustion here and this mistrust, there is a really deep motivation here that you have to build something real for you rather than just chasing anything temporary fixes. Maybe you had like little jobs here and there, like, and now you want something that is more clear cut, more stable, right? So that's your guiding light right now. It's about finding that groundedness and anchoring yourself in a new path that's actually going to be more lasting for you. So this is what you're aiming for here. And I feel that you're still looking. I don't feel that you feel that sort of fulfillment here at this point, even though I feel that you might already be in this position. It's quite like you're not there. You're not feeling that you're quite there. It wasn't exactly what you hoped for. That's what I'm sensing. And so let's go to the Ten of Cups. We've been talking about it already, but yeah. So what this card represents is emotional fulfillment, right? It's a family card. It's a card about happiness, right? It's usually time spent with family, right? It's feeling that love, it's feeling complete, it's feeling happy. It's just experiencing harmony in your energy, right? There's a sense of community with this card, belonging with this card. So yeah, I feel like you have been coming out of this place here, and it might not have been fully realized, but there was still this dream or this expectation of a happy ending that was influencing your choices here. So it was sort of more of an ideal, that this is what you thought would bring you joy, right? So it feels like you've been holding a very strong vision here of emotional fulfillment here. And whatever has ended here recently might have been tied to that dream. So it kind of feels like you were kind of living in that, but at the same time you weren't really fully happy, which is why you wanted to experiment with this, and this had to end here. So yeah, it's a stark contrast here between these two cards, right? And it feels like I'm getting the energy almost like a high, you know, it's idealized sort of high, right? And then now you're in this just low, which feels very sobering to you to be experiencing right now, because you thought that this would be something even higher, but it doesn't feel that way at all. So, and then we have the near future with the Emperor, so that's good. That's good. This is like such an interesting triad, right? So Emperor in your future is very powerful. It is a very, very stabilizing energy, so that's good. That's you just stepping back into your authority here. It's you claiming your boundaries, right? So this card here in this position is going to put some structure into your life. It's going to put things back into place where you can regain some sort of control here. And it's all about order and discipline, right? So that's going to be your strength coming into your near future. And it's going to be an energy to where you feel it's a very firm place to be. Like it's very decisive, right? And even though you're experiencing this sort of chaos and this life crisis right now with this ending in the present moment, so you're going to soon be moving into this phase here of this restructuring for you, right? And that's when you're going to be able to decide here what's going to stay, like what you're going to stick to. So this is good. This is good. This is going to be ruling you here. And I do sense that for some of you, this could also signify an influence of a strong masculine presence coming into your life. And it's going to be someone that helps you with that, like someone that is going to embody that authority and bring in that stability, right? And that person is going to be playing a big role in your next steps. So it doesn't have to be a romantic connection. It could be simply a manager. It could be even a neighbor. It could be a person that comes in that just has that structuredness and that groundedness about them. And they're going to help you clear things up here through dialogue and through just getting to know this connection here. So that's good. That just represents a return of more grounded leadership in your life, so you can be more aligned with your own energy here as an Aries. So that's good. And then we have the King of Swords here. That's your suggested approach. So your advice from the universe telling you to just lead with intellect and just stay very clear. Just stay very clear, right? It's the Swords energy. He doesn't get swept up in emotions. He doesn't get pulled into any drama here. So it's an energy that just observes and analyzes, right? And then he speaks with authority. So universe is telling you that your best move right now is to just detach a little bit from any emotional weight of the situation and just instead focus on logic. And also on truth. Gotta say that with the Seven of Swords. So be very truthful in the way that you communicate here. So use your discernment, right? Set very clear boundaries, and that's gonna help you in turn make better decisions with more like long-term vision and wisdom here in mind. So just make sure to do that this week. Go into this week embodying integrity, and don't let this energy here, this mistrust here, and this caution just pull you off your higher path, but instead just anchor yourself back into truth and clarity, and just use your voice very wisely and very truthfully to just cut through any confusion here. So that's your advice. All right, and so we have your surrounding energies here. So the Queen of Wands, so beautiful. So that's a fire element, very, very fiery, very confident energy. So since it's surrounding, it could represent someone in your environment that's going to be embodying these qualities. It could even be the same person here. Someone that is very charismatic, very magnetic, someone that's quite independent, you know, very bold or brave as a person, right? And it could even be a general atmosphere that's available to you here. So it's, yeah, it could be that, but it feels more like a person. So yeah, just it's a person that just embraces the spotlight, right? It's the center, sort of the center of attention. Could be a Leo energy here. And just, it's a person that trusts in herself and just radiates this warmth outward, you know? So as the surrounding energy tells me that you're supported in reclaiming this confidence, right? And reclaiming this creativity. So even as you're going through this and your inner world is all shaken up, there is an energy around you that wants to encourage your own fire here so that you can step into your leadership and just be able to self-express in a stronger way. So yeah, so that's going to be helpful for you in order to just bring back your light out when things are feeling quite a bit heavy here, as they are right now. All right, and then we have the Death card in your hopes and fears. So that's transformation energy. Like at its purest is straight up what it is. So deep down, you know that this change, it's necessary. It is necessary, right? And I feel that a big part of you is still looking for that. You're still wanting that to happen. So there is the hope of this position here. You want that hope, like you want that chance to release the old, right? And just step into something new. But at the same time, it does represent the unknown here. So that can feel quite a bit intimidating for you. And it just requires lots of surrender, right? So you're going to have to trust that. And you're going to have to trust in just letting go of the things that used to define you here. So there's going to be some grief to that. There's usually some grief to this card, because positive transformations or negative, they always require you just closing one door, right? And leaving behind parts of yourself that you're used to. So your hope is that this transformation is going to liberate you and just bring you some growth. So yeah. I feel like your fear is that the letting go process here is going to strip away a little bit too much. And it's going to leave you feeling a little bit ungrounded here. So, but it's happening. It's happening. You're right at the threshold of that. So just surrender. Just surrender. Potential future, we have the Queen of Pentacles looking ahead. So that's a card of stability again. And that's in the more like a nurturing sense. The very abundant card. Very grounded card. So that's a beautiful outcome for you after all this turbulence here at the present moment. So Queen of Pentacles is going to show you, like, it's going to be putting you into a rhythm where you feel more rooted, right? It's going to make you feel more secure. So it's that energy of you creating a more safe environment for yourself through your home, like through your finances, right? Which is going to lead you to experiencing a better outcome, like a better well-being for yourself. And anything that you're navigating right now with this transformation is going to pay off in a very tangible way. And it's going to be a supporting energy for you. So you're moving towards a future that's going to feel very steady. It's going to feel nurturing to you. So I feel that it's not going to happen in a long time where you're going to be feeling that you can't actually breathe out. And it's going to feel better. It won't have to be in the survival energy anymore. You can just rather focus on your long-term goals, because you're going to be in an energy of feeling more comfort rather than fear. And then we have the Ace of Wands there at the base. That's, again, fire. That's what's underneath the surface here. Like, that's you feeling inspired. That's you feeling very passionate, right? So there is this sort of vitality here that just wants to come through and come through all of these endings here and these struggles that you're going through. So yeah, it's just waiting though. I feel that it's a little bit latent. Like, it's not bursting out right now, but it's just sort of happening very, very slowly here and waiting for the right moment to just burst into flame. So it could be a new project, could be something new, like a new little zest, something that makes life feel more exciting again. So it's not there yet, and I feel that it's because you are quite occupied with this, but it will be happening soon. We're gonna start feeling creative. You're gonna want to do something different, maybe hang out with someone else, some different people, maybe this person here. It's gonna be coming out. It's gonna be coming out. You're gonna be feeling this renewed sense of energy here, right? So the universe is gonna give you something. You're not gonna be empty-handed, right? It's gonna be something exciting. It's gonna be something that is a new possibility for you. So that's gonna be entering your life. So that's gonna be fun. That's something to look forward to. But I feel like, again, you are quite occupied with this energy right now. So this is just waiting. It's just around the corner. And as soon as you manage to embody these two energies here a little bit more, and also the Queen of Wands there, then for sure, this is going to start coming out. And you're going to start feeling that creativity and that pull towards this direction here to create something. So your story, yeah, definitely an ending, big ending here, which is also opening up for renewal here, right? Something's closed out. It felt very challenging. Telling you to just, you have to be patient. You have to be patient with this rebuilding. It's going to take a while, right? It's going to take a while. It's going to require you to be very in your integrity, especially dealing with this here, with this sort of mistrust that you're going through and this strategy here. But, you know, good foundation, Ace of Pentacles. You really want something solid. You want to feel secure. You want to be able to feel comfort. You want to be able to feel safe. So, yeah, I feel like you miss a situation, but at the same time, you feel like you can't really go back to that at this point. You're a little bit too far in the game to be able to go back. It feels like you would sort of be at like square one, and you don't want to do that. So just hold on, right? There is some fulfillment here waiting for you. So just return to your power. That's going to bring you some structure. Lean in on this help here. This assistance is coming in for you. And just think very clearly. Act from wisdom. And yeah, remember to be in this supportive energy here too, of this confidence here and this charisma. So, and I feel like you do have transformation waiting for you. Unavoidable, that's happening. So just don't hold on too hard, you know, surrender to that. That's going to be the outcome, regardless what you want or not. But it's going to lead you to more stability here. And it's going to lead you to lots of abundance and security here, in the sense of like being very inspired in this new spark here with the Ace of Wands. So that's going to be very passionate for you. It's going to feel like, yeah, it's going to feel like a promising energy. So this week's energy is all about walking through this ending here with lots of patience and just reclaiming your authority, right? In a more grounded way. And that's all I have for you today, Aries. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that this reading resonated. And if so, please make sure to give it a like and let me know in the comments below which part resonated the most with you. And of course, don't forget to subscribe for your weekly energy forecasts. Okay, bye!